Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, November 5th, 2019. This is Jennifer and it's election day. This one's going to be super duper fast because I don't have time to edit. I might have time to add a cat cameo, but that's going to be it. I have a friend coming to visit and I will be sewing with friends this weekend. I will tell you guys all about it next week. I have just a couple really short things to show you. I did finish quilting the disappearing 9 patch that was on my wall forever. I did the big Lazy Daisy, I think it's called Very Lazy Daisy by Lori Kennedy. If you Google it, Very Lazy Daisy, Lori Kennedy, this is a free motion quilt pattern. It's free, it's online, you can find it. It's very easy. It takes a while because you have to be careful with your filling in lines and stuff like that. But as you can see, I quilted it pretty densely. I do love a densely quilted quilt. And I have binding pulled for this, and this is one of the many things I'm going to be sewing when I'm sewing with friends this weekend. In anticipation of sewing with these friends of mine, I've updated a couple of my Rotary Mats. I normally sew on, I think it's a Sullivan, I'm looking at it over there. It's a giant mat, fills my whole table. It's like 38 by 25, something like this. It's a really big mat. But I needed a smaller mat, and this one is the same brand as the craft mat my husband uses, and it's way thicker than any of my quilting mats, so I decided to go ahead and try it. This one is US Art Supply, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's like 1/4 of an inch thick. Double-sided, blue on one side, pink on the other. You can also get it in black and green. So this is a smaller mat for traveling purposes. I also used the excuse of sewing with friends to get myself a rotating mat. I've wanted one of these for ages, and I think it will really speed up the trimming of orphan blocks when I'm putting together orphan block quilts and I want all the sizes to match, and I'm just squaring up a little bit. So very excited about this. Keep playing with it. Fun stuff. Another thing I did this week that I'm not going to show you the actual parts, but I did take some pictures you can see on my Instagram and my Facebook. I have been updating sewing machine light bulbs. So all of my machines that had traditional light bulbs now have LED bulbs. Wherever I could change light bulbs, I've updated them to LED. It makes them brighter and it makes the machine less hot, which is awesome. And honestly, I just bought them on Amazon. I found I needed vintage ones, the little 2-prong turn like you put in, and it's like a half turn for my vintage machines, and then your standard sewing machine bulbs for my other machines. I'm not as happy with those as I am with the vintage ones because the vintage ones are way, way brighter. So if I can find those in the traditional, like your regular standard sewing machine style, I will totally get those instead because they're way, way brighter. They were a different brand. I was looking for socket sizes and I didn't realize I was going to get different light styles as well. I should also let you guys know that Sarah did see the cardiologist yesterday. Her heart is perfectly normal, so that has been ruled out as a cause of what's going on with her right now. That just means that we still don't know, and her neurology appointment was rescheduled pending further tests, and so hopefully in a couple of weeks. We're still at it. We're still going to keep trying, and we'll let you know when we know. So we do have a new post for the Rankin Bass Quilt Along tomorrow on Fandom and Stitches. I posted a reminder yesterday on Fandom and Stitches for the Design Invitational. Those are all due, I think, on the 22nd. I'm looking at my calendar, but it still says October, so that is not helpful. That is going to be it for me. You guys have a wonderful week. You have a crafty week, and I cannot wait to tell you next week who I was sewing with. Oh, and I am taking Sarah with me, so she is not going to be like left alone or anything like that. She gets to sew too if she feels up for it. So anyway, I will see you next week. Bye.
Thank you.